Okay, I have a lot of random stuff today. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to be back and filming. I did take some time off, so I pre-filmed some videos and try to get those up. If you saw, my thumbnails were a little bit weird for a couple of days. We took a vacation. First vacation in a while, where it was kind of just the two of us. Went to my brother's wedding in New York, and I pre-filmed just like maybe 3 or 4, and they went up, but I did not do a thumbnail because I was procrastinating on, prepping for this trip. My anxiety really got the best of me a couple of days before and, on the day of travel. So I didn't get to upload my thumbnails, so the videos just, kind of went out as scheduled, and the thumbnails were looking a little weird. Those are now fixed, so just glad to be back with my baby boy, who is sleeping over here. We went on a walk this morning, and now we are doing our thing here on Friday. So I hope you guys are having a lovely start to your September. I know this video is going up on Sunday and it is Friday today. Let's just get into it. I do have a very kind of random assortment of products to share with you all, so I hope you are all ready for that. To begin, I'm going to start with the Good Molecules Glycolic Exfoliating Toner. This is formulated with glycolic acid and galactomyces ferment to gently remove dead skin cells and promote glowing skin. This has been kind of my go-to for a nighttime toner when I use my Good Molecules products. I've kind of been in a drunk elephant kind of kick since the vast majority of the products I took with me to New York were Drunk Elephant, just because they are so travel friendly. I have been reaching for this quite a bit. I did reach for it a couple nights after coming back from New York. I feel like I just needed a really good exfoliation. My skin has been going through it. However, there's been a ton of fires and our air quality's kind of been a little funky. So my skin isn't doing its best, but I have been loving this for a nighttime exfoliating toner. I do like to follow it with a number of Good Molecules products, such as the Brightening Serum and their Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I did actually just upload a review on this toner, so I will link that up above in case you missed it or would love to revisit that. Just love that this is affordable. It's very easy to use. I typically just like to use it with the palms of my hands, and I'll just tap it over the skin. It's very, very gentle. So if your approach to skincare is very conservative, kind of less actives is more, this is going to be an excellent investment. Plus, it's so affordable. You can now find Good Molecules at Ulta. Something else that I have been loving recently are the Peter Thomas Roth 24K Gold Pure Luxury Lift and Firm Hydrogel Eye Patches. I actually took these with me on the road because, it was my brother's wedding and we are West Coast time going into East Coast time. And usually you can really tell if you're tired by the appearance of your eyes. So I was using these on the daily. I was also using these prior to the actual trip. So I want to say about a full month before then, I was using this and the vitamin C. This is actually my second unit of these. I have gone through one already, and this was very generously sent to me via Peter Thomas Roth PR. I absolutely love these. Unlike the vitamin C brightening ones, I feel like this one really does affirm, and the product, or that firm looking appearance, lasts more than just 12-24 hours. I feel like it lasts about 3 days. So if you continue using and build upon your results, the results will last much longer. Ultimately, I think that what I experienced was just a hydrated, firmer, more luminous appearance to the orbital bone. I feel like today I'm actually wearing highlighter, but before, when I wasn't using highlighter, I didn't feel like I needed it because this just does an excellent job at kind of brightening and plumping that eye area. Really enjoyed these. I think this is probably their more expensive of the hydrogel eye patches, and I just love using these for special occasions. Now that, you know, the wedding is kind of behind us, I feel like I'll probably just be using these once a week to just maintain those results. When I was in New York, I was using these daily in the morning after cleansing the skin. We did a ton of sightseeing and we were, you know, running on West Coast time, so we weren't exactly getting the best sleep. And we were having, you know, tons of drinks and vacation food. So kind of my skincare routine wasn't really focused on that, but these just made my eye area look a little bit firmer, brighter, and more refreshed throughout the entirety of the trip. So I highly, highly recommend these if you have yet to try them. If you are looking for, say, for example, a more affordable option, the Good Molecules Hydrogel Eye Patches are really, really good as well. Really affordable, easy to use, and they are drenched in serum. This one is drenched in serum as well. You can see kind of like the moisture here on the top. But yeah, you can see a little bit of the serum there. Hopefully, I don't want to drop it, but it's there. I'll be sharing with you all a video on kind of what I packed and a little bit of a vlog slash show and tell of what we did in New York. But I took this mascara with me to New York, and I was actually kind of love at first use, if you will, with this particular mascara. I love the wand, and the packaging is very lightweight, travel friendly, unless, you know, you're using like a travel size mascara. This is the wand. Absolutely love the wand. And the formula as well. I find that the formula isn't overwhelming or stressful. I love the Bite Beauty formula, but it can be a little overwhelming and stressful when I'm bringing like such a clumpy mascara wand to my eye and I'm like running late. A couple things I love about this mascara are just how it holds a curl and it separates and lengthens the lashes, but it does not clump, and it does not flake at all. When I've been using this mascara and using it at work and full on steam now, you know, blowing in my face. I'm still wearing a mask, but it does not flake, and it will not transfer to, you know, my eyelids at all. While in New York, it was extremely humid, and for the wedding, it literally felt like 105, but you know, it was 90 degrees. This worked nicely. I wore this since like 11 a.m. until about midnight, and this did beautifully. If you're looking for a clean mascara, I would recommend. Also took another mascara with me to use on my lower lashes, but I totally forgot I took that with me until we got back. So I was still using this on my lower lashes as well, and absolutely nothing happened to them. I just love how it gives me that dimension. It lengthens, it separates, but again, no clumping. It's not like heavily perfumed or scented at all. Love, 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 love. Now on to kind of like a scent. I actually, before my trip, I did make one trip to Sephora, and I shared this with you all in my little haul, but I picked up the Moroccan Oil Dry Texture Spray and the Moroccan Oil Dry Shampoo for dark tones. These guys and I were best friends throughout this trip and have remained friends since I got back. I love the dry shampoo. It's what I have on the hair today, and I do have, my roots are growing, of course, but you can't tell that I have dry shampoo on my hair. During our 1 week full-on 7-day trip to New York, I only washed my hair twice. And it was humid and hot. We did a ton of like exploring, walking, going on the subway, which was really, really fun. And this dry shampoo did not make my scalp feel like there was a ton of product on it. It did not make my scalp feel itchy at all. And it still kind of made my hair and my scalp just feel comfortable throughout the entirety of the trip. So I am definitely going to be purchasing a full size of this. I do need to get a Sephora cart going because I have so much stuff that I need to replenish, like my Murad Hydrating Toner. And now I want to purchase these full size because I'm still using this. And I love how there's still a lot of product, even if this is like a smaller size or a travel size. As far as the texture, dry texture spray, I love using kind of these two in conjunction with one another on the same day. So what I'll do is I'll, apply the dry shampoo wherever I feel like oily, and then I will apply this to the ends of the hair and just kind of give it some volume. I do just love a very messy, kind of lived in look to the hair, as you can tell. But this did a really good job at keeping the ends of my hair feeling clean, voluminous, and smelling good too. I clearly love the Moroccan oil scent. So loved these two as well. The scent is not like too perfumey, too floral at all. It's just a great scent. I also did not take this with me, but I did pour it into a kind of travel size spray. So I didn't have to lug this thing around because I just loved the scent of this. So I've loved this so much that I've used almost half of this already. Wearing it today, this is the Moroccan Oil fragrance mist for hair and body. My only thing is that this does not last from like 8 a.m. until, midnight. It does not work that way. I feel like it smells good because I literally just sprayed myself as I was gathering all of my goodies for this video. The scent just does not last all day. Maybe like if I spray it on my body at 8 a.m., by 3 o'clock, I don't smell it anymore. The scent is just very, very faint. So what I am thinking of doing is just getting like the dry oil and see how that works, and if mixing this with the dry oil will just kind of extend the scent. I love the spray on this as well. I'm gonna try to show you all. It's just very fine and it just smells so good. And it takes me back to like, early 2000s. Another thing that I have been loving are these nail stickers. I know. But these are nail stickers by Dashing Diva. This is the Gloss Ultra Shine Gel Palette. The one I'm wearing right now is this one. I'm not sure what the name is. Oh, Wildflower. Here we go. Wildflower. I picked this up at Sally's. I picked these two up at Target. This was the first set I wore and the one that lasted me the longest. I think it's because I really did take my time and I prepped the nail bed. And then I did apply a thin, just one coat of my gel, and it lasted me the full 14 days. My second pair that I wore to the wedding, this one is called Afterglow. This did not last the full 14 days. I feel like I started to see some chipping on my extraction fingers. And then Wildflower, I've had to replace this nail and this nail and this nail already. And then this one, I picked this up at CVS yesterday. I went in for Benadryl and I saw this and I'm like, oh, cute. This is called Skull Candy here. So I'm really expanding my collection of nail stickers. If you follow the Dashing Diva Instagram, they have like a ton of like ideas, tips, and tricks So if you love easy nail, very colorful designs, I would recommend. I have a weird thumb as well. It's square shaped, and I do just love a very small, short nail. They have, let me see, this will probably show it better. So here it says new size, so for an even wider thumb. I do not need the new size. I could actually just work with what's in the actual kit. But I really do appreciate that they do have that new size, because I can cut that down and still make it work for another set. If you're worried about it not being like wide enough, you can still kind of make them work. These have been really, really good. The only, I guess, drawback is that I have very brittle nails that are prone to breakage, and this one is already broken. My collagen powder from Dose & Co is clearly empty because my nails have started to break again. The coolest thing about the gel manicure, at least for me, someone with brittle nails, is that it kind of hardens the nail. This still, my nail can still kind of bend and break. So maybe I just need to apply maybe like 3 layers of clear gloss over top. Really been enjoying this. I am going to try a couple of their other strips. I think they have a thicker one, so I'm going to place an order soon. They are having a Labor Day sale, so if you are, up, want to try them, they do have a 25% off Labor Day weekend sale. And I do have another kind of random favorites. This is washed, so it's not dirty, but these are like little bras by Audience. Find these at your local Target. I love the razorback. These are not lined at all. Not lined at all. But they do have like little, it's a little bit kind of looser where your lady parts are supposed to go. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say boob on YouTube. And then this one I actually picked up at the Target in New York. Kind of like a thicker razorback. I'm a size medium, but again, it has kind of like that extra room there where your girls are gonna go. I just love these for like everyday wear. I wear them to work. I wore them when we were in New York, and I know that, I mean, LA is not that humid unless it's like raining. We're kind of a little bit more on the drier side. So when we were in New York, the last thing I wanted to wear it's 90 degrees, but it feels like 110 degrees weather, is like a thick padded bra. Ugh. I did not want to wear those, so I took this one with me, but then we stopped by the Target when we were on our way to the actual city, and I picked this one up, and I just loved these. So I picked another one up that's lined. I will give you all an update later on as far as how that one performs. I've had this one for, I want to say, about a month, and I do have a nude colored one. And they seem to be holding up quite well. There's no stitching to this at all. It just kind of looks like it's glued. And I have a feeling it could just be kind of like a dupe to Skims. I'm not sure. I don't really follow that brand, but I guess it's like an affordable version of that. And I just love that you can find it at Target. So they're affordable as well. I think they retail for like $14, maybe $16. Worth it. I think it's worth it, especially if you just love being comfortable, being cozy. Now, there is something that I noticed that I probably would not have noticed had I been using this just at home, The C-Firma Day Serum. I took this to New York. It's travel friendly. I came back home and I had this one waiting for me, so I will be testing this soon for you all. This is incredibly oxidized, as you can see. It's like a coppery, almost, the shade of this top. So I took this over to New York because, again, it's travel friendly. I knew that it wasn't going to like burst in the middle of the flight and ruin everything. It doesn't smell like much or as bad as I've had others smell. That is not the case with this one. It has worked nicely. It kind of reminded me of why I love this serum when I applied it, and then my skin just started getting smoother and smoother and smoother as I wore it. This wore nicely throughout the entirety of the trip. Despite it being so oxidized, it did not like, you know, break me out or give me a rash or irritation at all. I will say, however, that I did wear this white shirt that I'm wearing for this video today. And you can't tell on the video because it's like on my chest area, but I brought this serum all the way down as I typically do with all of my other vitamin C products. And because it was so hot and humid in New York, I did a lot of walking, a lot of sweating. The yellowness in it just kind of transferred onto the shirt. So now there's a little bit of a stain here. Just keep that in mind if this product is in your collection and you have the older formula and not the fresh, that if it is oxidized, as much as mine clearly is, and you are wearing white and you are in a hot, humid climate that can make you sweat or that will make you sweat, it may transfer onto your shirt. So I did just want to give you all an update. That is all I have for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you have had a wonderful start to your September. I cannot believe it's September already. Boy, does time fly. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye. Like I'm not centered. So yeah. No, let's try that again. Love this mascara actually. Nope. Looking voluminous.